I'm Bruce St. James. He's Rob Hunter. And here are the stories everyone's talking about. We call it the playlist.
Track 1.
Well, Herman Cain will be holding a press conference in Scottsdale today addressing the sexual harassment allegations. Last night, he told Jimmy Kimmel that he wants to set the record straight, saying all of this is totally fabricated. The press conference is scheduled for 3 o'clock Phoenix time. You know what? I find it fascinating that depending on one's political affiliation and the news outlet that covers the story, we make judgments on the accuracy and the honesty of the accuser.
Well, yeah, you know what? And the thing is if these allegations are not true, then I really feel bad for Herman Cain being dragged through the mud on this one. But if they are true, they're not necessarily illegal, but it does speak to his character.
Look, maybe Herman Cain is just not very good at picking up women. Bill Clinton happens to be good at it.
Wow.
Maybe that's the issue here. He gets rejected more than, my jump shot would be.
Jeez.
Track 2.
All right, well, guys, there are a couple of elections today in Arizona. One is going to determine the mayor of Phoenix. Now, Greg Stanton is expected to beat challenger Wes Gelliff there. Meanwhile, in Mesa, State Senator Russell Pierce will finally face his recall election. Pierce has been running a close race with his opponent, Jerry Lewis.
I get that this is a big deal for some people. I just can't get very fired up over this election cycle.
Well, the mayor of Phoenix doesn't really have a whole lot of power anyway.
That might
The
be
city
why.
manager, which is a non-elected position, is the one that controls all the purse strings and whatnot. And I'm just interested to see what happens to Russell Pierce because he literally is the face of illegal immigration in this state, SB 1070, etc.
You realize when I was reading that headline, there were people in their cars going, wait, today's the election day?
Uh-huh.
I had no idea.
Track 3.
Just 9 hours after deliberating, a jury found Dr. Conrad Murray guilty of manslaughter in the death of Michael Jackson. Murray could now face up to 4 years in jail, be sentenced later on this month, November 29th. But Jackson's sister really caught my eye when she took to Twitter, LaToya this is, and said, quote, victory.
Oh, for
Victory?
God's sakes. Like there was ever going to be a normal ending to the weird life saga of Michael Jackson. And just, by the way, what level of crazy do you need to be to make a sign and dance around outside of a courthouse? I don't get it.
Yeah, no kidding. And back to LaToya. I don't know if you guys saw her after the verdict was read. She was on camera, and it sounded like an acceptance speech. She's like, and I'd like to thank the lawyers and my mom and Michael. And I'm like, really? What are you accepting here? Where's the award?
Look, we all know LaToya is crazy, but now
Yes.
this just adds to it. It's like, really? All right, look, I get that you're happy that your brother's, manslaughter to justice, whatever, but seriously, there's a classy way to do it, and then there's the LaToya Jackson way to do it.
Jackson.
Track 4.
It's Call of Duty Day!
Yes!
Oh,
All
jeez.
across the country, thousands of gamers lined up at midnight last night to get their copy. Some believe Modern Warfare 3 will sell $1 billion worth of games in the
my
first 6
gosh.
weeks. That's right. Call of Duty Day now has the same cult following as a lot of big movie releases, except the game does it every single November. Doesn't it?
Man.
Call of Duty does. I want to give you some perspective, Pamela. This is like Avatar getting released every November and guaranteeing $1 billion in revenue.
That is insane.
And by the way, can we just hurry this whole thing along so I can get home and start murking noobs? Let's get on this.
Murking news.
Murking noobs.
Great. Now that Chris, my husband, is playing video games, I can literally
love it.
hear the productive
Love it.
hours in our house just getting wasted, ticking by. No!
See you online, Chris.
Hours and hours of entertainment. You buy the game for $60, you can literally play it for a year.
6 months.
It never
9
gets
months.
old.
Yeah.
It is just
amazing.
fabulous. Money well spent.
Without a doubt.
Whatever.
Track 5.
All right, well, President Barack Obama is so intent in getting his jobs bill plan passed that, well, he's willing to do it word by word.
Oh,
What?
boy.
Yeah, he said, this needs to be approved in a bipartisan manner as swiftly as possible, and if that means passing it one single linguistic element at a time, then so be it.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, the president went on to joke that Republicans had already agreed to key words such as it and that.
And again, there is zero chance of passage. But he can't even get 100% of the Democrats to vote for this. This is a 2012 re-election strategy run against Congress. That's all it is.
I think Pamela needs to work on her Barack a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going to get I'll help you with that.
This is just a bad
Yeah.
bill. It doesn't create jobs, and, the bill's worse than your Barack. Don't worry about
well,
it.
great. Oh, ouch. All right. Well, you know what? I think people in Congress realize that Barack is running for re-election. This is a campaign ploy. This is nothing to help out the American people, just to help out his re-election.
Yeah.
Track 6.
You heard Pamela mention this in the news. If you caught that, Attorney General Eric Holder said the effects of the Fast and Furious operation are going to be felt for years to come, as guns used in that sting operation, they weren't properly traced.
No.
He said there's no doubt some of the guns will end up in crime scenes both here in the States and in Mexico. Holder also said that this should never have happened and will never happen again.
And this statement should have been followed by the list of resignations and or firings, but of course, it ain't my fault.
Exactly. It ain't my fault. And you've got Eric Holder really saying it ain't my fault when there are a lot of people pointing a finger at him going, yeah, dude, you played a big role in this and even kind of lied about what your role was. So he better be careful here.
I just think it's more proof that the government's not good at a whole lot of stuff, including sting operations. I mean, you think about all the terrorists we've caught, all the major busts. They've been sting operations that have been, let's give the bad guys weapons.
Fake bombs.
Who thinks that's a good idea?
All right, that is the playlist. We do it at the bottom of every hour. We get you caught up on the stories that everyone is talking about. Again, it's called The Playlist. Thanks for joining us.